From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from the Superdome. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now 2nd and 5. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll go on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Austin. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
You look at this Baltimore defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
On 3rd down, Meredith. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Back to Kamara for another catch. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Set up. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
On On second down, here's Miller. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Saints had 1 and 14 now on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
On first down, Meredith. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
Now
here we
it's
go.
2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion.
Looking to throw. Meredith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Back to throw. Meredith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's into the clear. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks so long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and a yard. Right back to Mitchell here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. A give running right is Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go.
They run the counter. It's Austin. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Jackson. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Okay, ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Meredith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw again. Meredith. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Let's go
They
now.
are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the
60
chains.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Meredith underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. Let go.
Looking to throw. Meredith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Bobcat, 65. Mustang 19. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Now, I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Ready.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll work down inside the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone.
19 Lions. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. Meredith underneath, caught by the tight end Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Meredith. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Report.
Jackson will throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Ravens had 6 to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, it's Austin. And he's got room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now quickly out wide, this is Watson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready? Let's go, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Yo.
And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
From the gun on third down, Meredith. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Meredith. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another 1st down.
Go.
Up the middle they go. Austin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He finds Watson. It's caught. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the double.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Meredith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Throwing on 1st down, Meredith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Saints nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens.